Hi.
Hi, hello everyone. Hello Alka ji.
Hello Sanjeev, how are you?
All good ji, all good.
Oh, why is Arna ji calling up? One moment.
Just a moment, guys. I'm going to help Aruna ji to come online.
Yeah, she's having some difficulty.
So I just sent her an alternate link. I think this should work.
But it's in very fine print, the number and the link.
Huh?
The link and the number is in very fine print. So if anybody misses out
Where? Where is it in fine print?
on the mail,
WhatsApp ही भेजा है मैंने अलका जी. पता नहीं आपके इसमें क्यों फाइन प्रिंट में दिख रहा है, तो नॉर्मली है. अरुणा जी आ गई हैं.
मैं आ गई हूँ.
Hi Arna ji.
Hi, hi.
Hey Kavita, I see you've joined in.
Hey, Alka. Yes, I'm here.
Why don't I see you?
Okay, so I need to start the video, right?
Yep.
Wait, just give me a moment. Let's figure it out.
Okay, Sanjeev.
Yes.
Hey Kavita.
Okay.
So we still have
Hi, Alka.
we still have 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, just let's wait for another 2-3 minutes. Huh?
Right, right.
Hi,
Okay.
Reena ji.
Hi, are you feeling better?
Little better, yeah.
How's the back?
On the mend, I guess. My physiotherapy really helped me.
Acha, where did you go, Max?
No, I called the guy home.
Acha. Very brave, huh?
Better than going to hospitals, Reena ji.
Yeah, that of course is there. Yes, I know. Did you have a good time?
In
In
Missouri?
Missouri? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed. Didn't
Yeah,
feel like coming back.
Yeah, you should have actually stayed another few days. It's so hot, isn't it?
Yes, I agree.
I
But
know.
major issues, Sanjeev was running out for insulin. Abhinav said, I'm just here till Sunday.
Oh my God.
I think I came back before only with my friends.
Okay, acha. Okay. ठीक है. Next time I'm going with you to Missouri.
Definitely.
Ah.
Good.
You have 20 rooms there. You should invite a whole gang from DLF.
We don't have 20 rooms, Reena ji.
You don't have 20 rooms?
No, we had at one point of time, we had 20 rooms, but all of them are not usable. So,
okay. All right.
but still more than sufficient.
Yes. So did you, I mean, what about cooking and all? Who did all of that?
Yeah, we have kitchens. We have multiple kitchens there.
No, but what about the hands to cook?
And we have our own cook.
A very old guy. He's been there. He was from Green Park. Before my marriage, he's taking care of everything there. He's cooks very nicely. Yeah.
Sure, that's nice.
And then
and of course, the focus today is on vegetarian food. So
Right.
we would be interested in hearing what all you ate. Acha, Sanjeev.
Hanji.
I put my phone on the stand. Is it, I mean, the angle and all is okay?
Yeah, perfectly fine. Much better than other times.
Yes, because I was not doing it correctly or neglected to use it or whatever it is.
It is much better.
Okay.
You can
ठीक है.
turn it sideways, but I don't know.
Well, I can try, but
नहीं नहीं रहने दीजिए, आपका वो उस तरह से कॉन्फ़िगर्ड नहीं है.
Hi, Manu.
This is
okay.
fine. Yeah, this is
Now
fine.
see, is this better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
So it's 7 p.m. now, so I welcome
Vithi.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi, hi.
how are you? You look very pretty with the red flower.
Oh, and you look very nice with your blue outfit, huh?
Thank you.
We don't clash, we complement.
Always.
Yes. Chalo. Oh, that reminds me, I have to put on my dupatta, which I never do. But for this occasion, I'm going to put it on. It's also red.
We already feel very special.
Ah, right.
So now I'd like to start the session by welcoming everyone to today's session, which is especially on cooking. So these are a few of the joys of COVID, and you can really enjoy cooking nicely at home. And today we have some really amazing cooks to guide us on this journey of vegetarian cooking. So we have Raghav and Vidhi with us. So put on your chef's hats and let us begin. And I would like to ask Aruna ji to tell us a little bit more about today's CCFC workshop on cooking.
Well, there's nothing much to say, and I want to give maximum time to Vidhi and Raghav, so I'll make it short. I'm not going to say anything about CCFC. Everyone knows what they do in any case. But every Tuesday, we have been bringing you something different just to take your minds off the pandemic. And we did this because we thought mental health is as important, if not more important, than physical health. And that was the aim of the show. And I hope that we have fulfilled it to some extent. Now, this may come as a complete surprise to all of you, but vegetarian cooking, planning for it, actually cooking it, for a hardcore non-vegetarian such as myself, has to be the most difficult thing. And I feel that if you have no affinity for cooking, it becomes even worse. So what happens is this, that if I have some vegetarian friends coming over, I make it a point not to invite more than 7, because my table seats 8 and I'm the 8th one. So I like to sit down, and मुझे लगता है कि इसको अब special कैसे बनाया जाए. And this is what I do. I decorate the table nicely with flowers and artifacts and all that. और फिर मैं अपने special थालीज और कटोरीज और glasses निकालती हूँ. और ये है मेरा मेन्यू, और ये हमेशा स्टैंडर्ड होता है. मैं पूरी आलू बनवाती हूँ, अमृतसरी छोले, ये बैंगन की कचरी, रायता, some chutneys, उसमें मैं मटर पुलाव, कढ़ी, and मैं उसमें रख देती हूँ वो जो काजू बर्फी होती है ना, काजू कतली, which all our grandchildren and children refer to as diamond barfi, वो भी रख देती हूँ, जलेबी भी रख देती हूँ. And at the end of the day, it's all full and it looks very pretty. और फिर जब हमारे गेस्ट आते हैं, बैठते हैं, फिर वो कहते हैं वाह वाह, and I feel very happy क्योंकि I've perfected this menu. फिर 2-3 हफ्ते के बाद फिर by chance, इत्तेफाक से ही वेजिटेरियन फ्रेंड्स फोन करते हैं और कहते हैं कि हम आ रहे हैं. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ, वो ही मेन्यू सर्व कर देती हूँ, क्योंकि मैं सोचती हूँ कि अब ये लोग तो अलग लोग हैं, उनको क्या पता कि मैंने क्या सर्व किया है. So this is how it goes on. So therefore, today's session, which is vegetarianism with a twist, we are going Korean, as you know, is very exciting for me. So I don't want to take any time from Vidhi and Raghav, and I think they should tell us about all the multi-cuisine vegetarian foods that they have experimented with. But one thing I have to announce, most unfortunately, those who were going to cook with us, Karuna has just messaged me to say that she can't make it, though she's ready with all her stuff. And it's a private matter, so I can't discuss it. So I don't know if Amit is on the show. Is he? Did he also drop out? Mamta will definitely be there. Mamta, are you on? Hello, Mamta. Where is your errand sister?
Mamta is there, but she's not able to switch on the mic, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah. Mamta? Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you. But it seems that you are going to be the sole one cooking along with Vidhi and Raghav. I'm sorry about that, but two people have dropped out. And I would normally have joined, but since I'm taking this show through its paces, it's difficult for me to do both things. So I'm sorry about that. And without wasting time, Vidhi and Raghav, please tell us about all the cuisines you've experimented with, and then we'll jump right into the show.
Look forward.
Vidhi and Raghav?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, guys.
So firstly, I think I want to correct Sanjeev Jain when he gave our introduction. We are not amazing chefs. We are just two people who love to cook. And in the last 1 year, we have experimented enough, mostly just because we were not able to step out. But in the last 5 years, cooking is something that we both enjoy as an activity to do together. So, you know, it's something that on a weekend, we would look up a recipe, usually the most simpler recipes, and simplify them even further and just have fun drinking and cooking. So yeah, the same is what is happening today. In the last 1 year, as Aruna Auntie said, we've been cooking a lot and mostly vegetarian, all vegetarian food. So
we've tried Mexican, Lebanese, we've tried a few different Italian dishes.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of truffle has been consumed over the last 1 year. And
we've actually really enjoyed Lebanese and Mexican over the past few months.
Oh, I love Mexican. Mm.
Yeah, so this is, in fact, today we are cooking a Korean meal, which Raghav prepared as a surprise for me 2-3 years ago. And, you know, anyone who thinks pressure does not work, it really does. You can wind your way into getting your husband to cook most things for you. So, yes, if anyone would like to share anything about what they've been cooking, otherwise we can dive right in.
Yeah, I think you could start. And today, the Korean meal that they have planned for us consists of 2 items with fairly unpronounceable names, but I'll try. Japchae and Bibimbap. All right,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yes.
That's right. Japchae is actually pronounced chopchae, but I mean, japchae works just fine for all of us.
Okay.
And we've divided our dishes. So he's going to be cooking the bibimbap and I'm going to be taking care of the japchae. Since we don't have anyone cooking along, and I'm guessing Mamta is also not, correct me if I'm wrong.
She's gone remarkably quiet.
I thought so. So we will move at a pace that's slightly, you know, quick so everyone can enjoy seeing it. And obviously, please feel free to ask questions as we are going along, and tell us to pause if we need to go slowly, or or pick up pace. So anything, let us know. So like I said, I am going to be cooking the japchae. It is a Korean glass noodle dish. It is, so wait, which camera is focused? Sanjeev, if you can also spotlight this, perfect. So you guys can all, yeah. So these are what we have are the glass noodles. These are traditionally made from sweet potatoes, so they are gluten-free, so everyone can have them without guilt. And the good thing about it is it's really quick. It's a wonderful way to consume a lot of vegetables. You can cook it and keep it because you can serve it cold or hot.
Hi, Vidhi, I have a question. Is it okay to start a question in between, or do we wait for the end and then?
No, feel free to keep jumping in with questions. I don't promise to have all the answers.
Okay, no, I just want to say, because those look like mung bean noodles and not sweet potato noodles. Are those sweet potato noodles or mung bean noodles?
These
because
are not
sweet potato noodles are slightly light brown.
Yes, these are not. So that's why I said traditionally sweet potato noodles, but we had trouble finding them.
You can get them at K Food in Vasant Vihar.
Super, thank you. We'll make that as a point for next time.
Right.
So yeah, super way to consume a lot of vegetables, and cold or hot, it's your call. I'll be making the hot variation of this. What we'll be starting off with is I'll be soaking this in hot water. There are various ways that you guys can do this. You can even directly just soak it. You can directly put it, in a pan of boiling water. I like to pour boiling water over it and just soak it for a while. The aim is to keep them chewy and not very soft. So while this is happening, we will go ahead and make the sauce for this so that the noodles can then absorb the sauce. Please let me know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm adding 2 spoons of light soy sauce. I'm using. I'll move it here. And then 2 spoons of dark soy sauce. So the sauce is pretty sweet and, a little bit savory because of the soy sauce. So you guys can always fix it as per your flavors. And then there is...
what did you add right now? Sorry.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar, okay.
Yeah. And then there's 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil. So again, check the flavor, see what you like. You like something on a sweeter side. You like something that's slightly more salty. I've added light and dark soy sauce. You guys can go all light. The dark is only to give a little bit of color to your noodles so that they turn a psychedelic brown. I've been told to Nigella my cooking terms, so I'm trying to do just that. Has anyone been watching the Nigella cooking shows besides mom here?
On and off.
Okay,
I like her because she's her recipes are so simple,
That's true.
right?
That's true, yeah. All right, so what I'll be doing is I'll be adding this sauce to my soaked noodles over there in a few minutes. Once they are soft, I'll just drain the water and add the sauce and just let them absorb it. And yeah, so then Raghav is moving on to his recipe because I just want to let the sauce, kind of mix with the noodles well, and we'll jump right back to this recipe.
Okay. So Raghav is going to start the bibimbap.
Just a quick question. Sorry, Raghav, before you start. So Vidhi, is she draining the noodles first and then adding the sauce, or is it just?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you are draining the noodles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So the second dish that we'll be doing is it's called the bibimbap. To translate that, bibim means mix and bap is rice. So it's mixed rice pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And traditionally, they like to have it in a stone bowl, which they call dolsot. So it's called a dolsot bibimbap. And the great thing about having it in a stone bowl is that, the food stays hot and it continues cooking. So the rice becomes nice and crispy. And when you're eating it, you get a really, nice crunch with every bite. So we've managed to come up with a way of replacing the dolsot with a traditional non-stick pan. I'll get into that when we reach that stage. For now, the most important part about bibimbap for me is the sauce, because that is what gives taste to the bibimbap. And I'll be using various ingredients. I'll be blending my sauce. So you get gochujang paste in the market, very readily available. You can directly use that paste in your bibimbap, or I found this really nice recipe online where you mix a few ingredients to enhance the flavor further. And for that, what we need to do is, I'll just get my ingredients.
Where do you get that paste?
It's readily available. You can get it in Limache right here.
Okay, all right. That's
or
enough.
the Aine market or any of those bigger modern trade outlets.
Okay.
So what I'm adding first is about half a cup, half an apple sliced, and then 1 second. Then 1 clove of garlic, and I've got the same amount of onions going into this mixer. Same amount as the apple. And then I've got 1 spoon, half a spoon of this is soy sauce. You can use either dark or the light one. I'm using the light one. Then I've got, this is rice vinegar. I've got 1 big spoon of rice vinegar. Um, 1 spoon of sesame oil.
And a sip of wine while you're having it.
Are you using ordinary sesame oil, as in tilka tel, or are you using the toasted sesame oil that they've asked for?
So
Toasted.
Yeah,
Toasted
sesame oil.
Oh,
And,
can
but you can use either. The flavors in the sesame toasted one are slightly enhanced, but feel free to use either.
Can you identify yourself, the gentleman who just asked the question about
This is Sumit. This is Sumit, Gitanjali's husband.
Oh, hi, Sumit.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. All right.
Are you fond of cooking in general?
That's my work. I work. That's my work too. Yeah, I love cooking.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
I wish you were cooking along.
That's why
I just got off work, and by the time I put it on, there's no way to, though I have my dal salt and all already, but I didn't pull it out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess you can enjoy it over the weekend then.
I will.
Anyway, good to have you on the show.
Then I have half a lemon juice going into this. And Then I have, I like to use brown sugar to just balance the spice. Gochujang paste is really spicy. I like to give it like a sweet and spicy flavor. So brown sugar goes very well. I'm gonna put half a spoon of brown sugar.
But you could keep it very spicy for people who
You
like
could,
it.
yeah, totally. I mean, you could avoid the brown sugar, add less. That's totally up to you. And I've got some crushed black pepper going into this.
The wine's going warm.
I know. His pace is rather slow there.
And
I like cooking like this, with wine and all that.
then the main ingredient. This is the gochujang paste right here. So you, depending on the spice level you want to maintain, you can add the gochujang paste. So I'll be adding 2 big spoons of the gochujang paste. That's it. And I'll be blending this. So just give me a minute.
So, do you do a lot of Korean cooking? That's a lot of gochujang paste, right?
We enjoy Oriental food. That's comfort for us. So whether Thai flavors,
But
Korean,
auntie,
Japanese.
three cooking set, 3 bibimbaps in this box. That's it.
Sorry?
So you could probably do 3 bibimbaps in this in this jar.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
All right.
not a lot essentially, and you can keep it in the fridge, between your uses.
Okay.
So he's blending the sauce now. So anyone else, while this is happening, anyone else wants to share what they've been cooking, anything interesting that's been happening in terms of culinary skills?
Well, I have very few culinary skills. And
we are all fans of the waffles at your place. I mean, nothing beats that.
Oh, well, that's, yeah, okay. So you can put it down to, making them for the 100th time. And I have to tell you that the waffle iron I use is about 50 years old, okay? And they make the best waffles. And
that's the trick.
Yes, that's the key to it. And I think my children were in Amsterdam and they saw this very waffle iron in the museum. Can you believe this?
Are you serious? So it is literally a museum piece.
It's a little museum piece, yeah. And it's still working. Huh? Good German technology.
Yeah. Yeah. So I often call bibimbap like an Indian, Korean form of Indian khichdi, because it's literally like, how traditionally it's done is you use all the vegetables, leftover vegetables from the week that you've had, and then just mix up anything with your bowl of rice. So it's literally like khichdi, except obviously the flavors are nothing like it. And I'm not a fan of khichdi, but I love the bibimbap. So yeah.
Oh, I love khichdi. listen, you mentioned that you could substitute some of the ingredients, you know, like, for example, supposing you've run out of rice wine in the house, or something else like these brown onions and so on. So what could you use? Can you use any onion? Any onion?
Red onions, sure. I mean, I don't think that I'm not aware of too many onions, but veggies could be anything. I mean, what we're using are just for like different colors and, you know, stuff that has different crunch. But these could just be anything. I mean, in his recipe, you could use beetroot, you could use bok choy. We tried to call for shimeji. We didn't have too much luck with it, so we're using shiitake. But any kind of mushrooms work. Any proteins work. He's going to be putting tofu, and I'm going to be putting egg, but you could use edamame, you could use any meat. So
what sort of tofu are you guys using? Are you using firm tofu, soft, extra firm, medium? What is it?
We're using silken, but we kind of took out all the water. We put it, you know, in between the paper to just drain out all the water. So it is silken.
I love silken, but usually for bibimbap and this thing, they use medium.
Medium, yeah. But if you, I mean, if you see the texture here, it's actually not like very silkeny. So it's not going to break apart very easily, which is what silken tofu does.
Yeah.
So if you know, put it between two kitchen towels and just put something on it for all the water to drain, then maybe it does convert itself into slightly.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So
hello, Vidhi. Hi, this is Kirti here.
Hi, Kirti.
Okay, in bibimbap, I don't think tofu is used there.
So we've really customized the recipe as per our taste and how we like it. Huh?
Khichdi bana rahe ho.
So it is khichdi, right? It is.
No, but in bibimbap, Koreans hardly use. I don't think they eat tofu much.
No, Kirti, they do eat tofu, and the thing is with bibimbap is, as Vidhi said, you can use leftovers, you can use anything. You know, that's the thing. It's a rice base with different vegetables or meats, proteins. This thing, and you know, if you want to, obviously, if you're a vegetarian and you don't want to eat meats, tofu is a completely viable protein to have.
And Kirti, by no means is this coming from an expert, so please feel free to tweak recipes as per your liking. What we usually do is we look up recipes and customize that to our taste and palate. So, you know, by no means am I going to call myself an expert on this.
And anytime, you know, once things get better, if anyone wants to research recipes, you're welcome to come over. Once things get better, I have over 600 cookbooks. I'm a little bit of a cookbook junkie. So
wow.
So we can do a cookout
of all different cuisines. So you guys are welcome.
Okay. I like the way I'm saying okay. I'm not a food junkie, but I will come over. I expect to be there. All right.
This is what the sauce will look like once you've put it in the blender.
Okay.
And you want to start, or should I go ahead?
You can. I mean, how much time would you take? Either of us.
I just need to assemble.
Okay. So this is how the noodles are now looking once it's absorbed all the sauce. Like you can tell, it's taken up the color rather well. And again, you know, I left it slightly chewy. It hasn't gone very soft because if you want to kind of contrast the chewy flavor and the chewy noodles and the crunchy vegetables. So you go ahead.
So, like Vidhi's already shared that you can use all the leftover vegetables in this bibimbap. the idea is to just give it a lot of color. That's what, makes it very, very attractive. So what I've done is that I've already got all my veggies ready. I'm using shiitake mushroom, sliced carrots, zucchini and pok choy, and tofu.
Those were dried shiitake mushrooms which you've soaked, or are they fresh shiitake?
Yeah, they were dried shiitake, which we soaked in water. Okay. And then, so what he's already done is to save time, he's already sauteed them in sesame oil separately. You want to do it separately just because, you want to place them individual vegetables. So these are all already ones kind of tossed in sesame oil.
So like I was saying, for a replacement of a stone bowl, which is dol sot, I'm using this non-stick pan and butter. I'm gonna coat the pan really nicely with butter and then pour the rice, put the rice in this so that the rice can cook with the butter and become nice and chewy, nice and crispy. And as Nigella says, you can see that the butter is frizzing and frothing.
How many servings will this make? Like for how many people?
I mean, you can serve easy 4 people.
Yeah, this should be good for 4 people.
So this will all be consumed in your house then tonight?
I was just gonna say that. So this is a clearly 21 serving size only.
You're welcome to come over.
That's unfortunate.
So I'm just putting rice in the pan.
You don't have to put it on the sides, just the bottom.
Just the bottom.
Okay.
And
what rice have you used the Korean rice, or you just using basmati here?
Regular rice. Actually, we've not gone that authentic.
Got it.
It's just regular basmati rice.
It might be basmati rice from Calcutta, but basmati nonetheless.
So I've just put a nice layer of rice over here. And
so again, I guess, what our cooking really has is simplified versions of what you might find there. Just so, anytime we feel we're up to cooking, it's not like we have to kind of, go all over to source ingredients. So
but that's half the fun of it for me. I love doing that. I mean, just going and researching and then finding all these ingredients and finding these things.
But lockdown is slightly more limiting in that sense, right? I mean, so I guess which is what works in this case. You pick stuff out that you already have, and things that can just stay in your kitchen without it just lying for days together.
And now the easy part, where you just need to assemble everything. I've got my veggies sauteed already.
Sorry, your flame is on?
Yes, the flame is on.
It's on high, low, medium. What is it? What do you keep it on?
It's low to medium.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't want the rice to burn, but you want it to cook really well.
So the idea is to place the veggies such that the same colors are not together, so that it just looks a lot more attractive. So I'm putting all my zucchini at one end. Then I'll be putting my mushroom.
So again, like we said, this is shiitake, but feel free to use whatever mushroom you guys have, like to eat, easy to source.
Button mushrooms, or you can get shimiji. Shimiji is great. And I've got some pok choy here. So I've put them completely opposite so that they don't blend into each other. And then I've got my carrot coming in. So again, you can use any veggies that you have at home. You can even use beetroot if you want that slightly sweet flavor in your rice. You can use meat, of course. Any meat will go very well with the bibimbap. We are doing a vegetarian version, of course. And then I'll be putting tofu in the center. No. And then I've got my protein right here. So I'm gonna be putting
Tofu's
it in the
sorry, your tofu's also been stir fried.
Yes, the tofu was stir fried as well.
And does any of this have salt in it as of now? When you stir fried it, did you put salt in each of these?
Slightly, just for taste.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all individually very slightly salted.
Okay.
Even the rice was slightly salted.
Oh.
But then the rest is all your sauce.
I forgot, I had one more veggie. We really like bean sprouts. So I'm gonna put some bean sprouts as well. There we go. And that's, just about how easy it is. And now we're just gonna cover it and let it cook in its own steam. Cover it.
Also, you can crack an egg on this. And then that also becomes like a fried egg by the end of it. We're today doing an eggless version.
Well, an egg is cracked separately. You fry the egg separately. You can do it sunny side up and then place it on the center. And yeah, of course.
Like I said, this is his recipe.
So I've covered it just so that it cooks a little bit more in its steam. The rice can become nice and crispy on the bottom. We'll let that happen for the next few minutes while now Vidhi will take over and work on her.
You sure? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're back to the japchae.
The flame is on low.
So the noodles here have already absorbed, and now all that's left to do is my flame on.
Yeah.
Is to saute the vegetables. You can do it individually, like how Raghav had done his, but I don't have too much patience for this, and eventually they're all tossed together. So I just put them all together. You guys can see this, right? I've got spinach leaves, shiitake, yellow peppers, red peppers, carrots, and onions. So I'm putting the
Onions first, mushroom later.
mushrooms can go together.
No, onions always first.
So again, feel free to use whatever vegetables that you guys want, and whatever protein sources that you guys prefer, like, go creative. You want to keep them slightly crunchy. They shouldn't go very soft. And again, I'm using sesame oil, but you can also use avocado oil for a little bit of flavor there.
Want some more wine?
So usually what's accompanying us in our cooking sessions is also some music. We are not putting that on, so we can all have a conversation together. Ozzy is going for a walk.
So how long do you cook it?
Just, I don't know, just till they
Till you have a glass of wine?
Do they look done to you?
Till you have a glass of wine, finish it off.
But then it's probably going to be a minute, then not too long. Does it look about done to you? Okay. This is a little bit garlic, guys. Just I'm not putting it at the very beginning because otherwise it gets too burnt, and I just want a little flavor. I don't want it too burnt. That's all. स्वाद अनुसार नमक डालिए. Guys, I'm hoping everyone tries it this weekend, so we can get some feedback on how it turned out for all of you. Next up is spinach. You want to just let it, toss it around till the spinach is a little wilted, not too much, and the vegetables retain a little bit of crunch. And just gonna wait for maybe 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to add the noodles here, and we are all about done. Very good.
Yeah.
Vidhi, just to inform you, Raghav's been hovering around at the back, dying to get in there for a while. He's finally got his hands in the...
Which is why I quietly moved away. So, between me and him, he's a perfectionist, and he was probably glancing over my shoulder all the time thinking, oh gosh, she's put this 10 seconds too early. She's putting this 10 seconds too late.
She's just trying to make me sound like I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not at all. I think she's more of a perfectionist than me.
So I think we are done here. This is it, as simple as it gets. Overall, I think this is probably a 15-minute recipe, 10 minutes to soak it all in and 5 minutes to cook it. And what I have here are egg strips. So, you separate the egg whites and you separate the egg yolks. You make an omelette out of each of them, and then you cut them in tiny strips. And, you just put this over, garnish it with some toasted sesame seeds, which are right here. And you want to put this here?
Okay. So as you can see, the colors look really nice. The peppers, the carrot, the bok choy, all of that really adds to the color.
Eggs are optional, guys. Like, feel free
Vidhi,
to
what
omit
is this
them.
you're putting? Sorry, what is this you're putting on top?
Toasted sesame.
Okay.
Yeah. So feel free to skip eggs if that's something you don't eat. Feel free to put them, the white and yellow is again to just add color and, add some beauty. But the bibimbap is now done. Sorry, the japchae is now done.
And the bibimbap is ready as well. We'll be doing the garnishing now. So we can use sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds for this as well. That's how it's looking. I had added a little bit more of butter on the sides while Vidhi was doing her japchae, just to give it a little bit extra crunch to the rice. And the way to check is like on the sides, if you just peek, you'll be able to see if the rice has become nice and crispy. So
should it turn slightly brown or no?
Slightly, yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put some toasted sesame seeds. I could have broken an egg as well, like
added the fried egg.
Use the fried egg. And the sauce, which is the main ingredient, will go right when we are serving this. But we are just about ready.
And do you usually mix when you add the sauce? You mix it
after adding the sauce. So we're ready to serve.
Also, since you're not gonna be able to, put this into another serving dish, please remember to use either like a very thick cloth or your wooden bases. We've already cracked a glass table because we were not so smart the first time we did this. So yeah, please use your right bases.
So here's the sauce, and this is to be poured on top to garnish your bibimbap. And you can obviously have extra on the side depending on your taste. So we're ready, guys. I mean, ready to serve. We'll be serving with the pan.
Yeah. So the japchae is already plated and the thing goes. So now, any questions?
Cheers. Cheers.
No.
We're done, yeah?
That we will leave now for everyone to taste and see how it is.
Raghav, do you pour the sauce over the whole thing or a small amount? I mean, how I just wanted to understand how the sauce is eaten with it. I mean, do you pour the whole sauce or
not the entire bit?
So like just a dollop of it.
So I'll pour the sauce like this.
Okay, just that much, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you want to leave some for people who like to have a bit more saucy, on the side.
But that's how you would make it, right? That's
yeah. And now he would mix it up together and then kind of serve.
Yeah. I got that.
Okay. And now it's to be mixed. So you can just mix it. You can see that the rice has become brown on the bottom.
Okay.
So it's nice and crunchy over there. And you can just mix it really well.
And that's the best part. We usually fight for the bottom rice. It's the best part of the bottom.
Crunchy, yeah.
Looks delicious. Looks really nice.
Thank you.
I'm
Kavita auntie,
vegetarian,
we wish
I'm
you were here
vegetarian,
as
so
well.
I'm vegetarian, so it looks really good for me.
Well, thank you.
So in Iranian food also, they have this burnt rice, this thing, it's special, it's called tadeg, which is a very important thing. Everyone fights, like exactly what you said, everyone fights over the burnt rice part.
Yeah.
So, yep, ready to serve.
Looks good, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys are
Thank
gonna have
you.
a nice meal.
So can we focus on the food just now? Both the dishes? Can
Can you
zoom
see
in on
both
it?
the dishes?
You'll have to come
Yeah,
bring it
the
closer to the
dishes.
camera, I guess.
Yeah.
Garnish with the eggs.
I'll add it later. No, it's okay. Achha. Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, you all have very small appetites, that's for sure. Huh?
No, this is a huge portion, auntie.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why you've invited everyone to come and taste? Huh?
No, I have not invited anyone.
Alka has. Huh? She says all come over. Huh? Okay.
So yeah, guys, our two dishes are ready. Sorry, we haven't cleared the space yet. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope we can do a fun cookout session together at some point soon.
Yeah. So thank you, Vidhi and Raghav. And before concluding, I would like to make a pitch for vegetarianism, right? Now, the thing is that you've seen, I'm sure all of you have seen this documentary called Game Changers. It's quite a revelation because you would not believe that vegetarianism is able to, you know, build up your muscles and so on. But you take the case of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was a bodybuilder and later governor of California. He's turned completely vegetarian because he says it's good for his heart. Then there's Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, both of them are NBA players. They're also completely vegetarian. And of course, it's a known fact that it's good for the environment, that is to be vegetarian. So I would thank Vidhi and Raghav for introducing me to two completely new items for my repertoire. And I'm going to try them. And then you can tell me if I have followed the show and how successful I have been or not. Now, thank you, Vidhi and Raghav from CCFC and from all of us for doing a super job. And of course, I'm coming over right now as your nearest neighbor to try it out. All right.
I think they deserve a hand.
You just laid out the table.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It looks very attractive indeed. Yeah.
Well, thank you for making our Tuesday evening really special. We're going to enjoy this meal now.
Good, good. Great. And
you all for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you, guys. You all were very
Thanks so much.
patient.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. All right,
cheers, guys.
Sanjeev.
Have a good week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Sanjeev,
thank
we
you.
are done.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. And we look forward to having you again for our next event.
Sometime in the future.
See you. Bye-bye. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.